Hey artists, we're gonna do these amazing warm watercolor wash pictures with these beautiful real leaf prints. Follow along with me to see all the steps for creating your own.
All right, the first step is taking some masking tape, and I found some that's pretty, like, not very sticky, and that way it won't rip the paper. And I put it around the edge to make a barrier and kind of mask our paper for our paint. If your tape is too sticky, we'll kind of rub it on our clothes to make it less sticky so it doesn't rip our paper. The next step is we're going to need some water and some warm color liquid watercolors. We're going to be doing wet on wet technique, which means we're going to get the paper just a little bit wet before we add the paint. This is a big piece of paper. We are not going to wet the whole paper. We're going to work in sections. So I'm probably going to do 1, 2, 3 sections. So I've got this top area pretty wet. Now when I keep my brush really wet so this color, ooh, and look how pretty that is. So I'm going to put, and it's fun because you can get it right up to the edge and it will be blocked by the tape, leaving the edge of our paper a beautiful white. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush clean. I can add some other colors in here. Maybe I'll add some of this pink. I just love the way the paper is kind of moving and getting all of this beautiful color. Making sure I still have that area wet. Look at that movement. So we are just going to make this beautiful background of wet on wet watercolor. Having to add a little more water down here. And then I'm going to add some more color. Okay, now moving down to the bottom of my page. I'm gonna finish off with adding some water so this will be that wet on wet and have all this beautiful movement. Now the top is nice and wet now, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm not gonna touch this area again. I'm gonna take my little pinch of salt and I'm going to drop some salt on the top half of my picture. The salt works well when your paper's still wet, so I don't want it to dry and then put the salt on. Okay, that's looking great. I'm gonna move down here and add some color down here. That looks so cool. All right, once you're satisfied with getting all the color you want onto your page, you can go ahead and take your salt and add salt to the other section of your paper down here. I love the feathering right here. That looks so cool. And the salt will just add a different effect by taking some of the color and kind of soaking it up and leaving us some little white spaces. Okay, we have completed the first half of this project. We need this paper to dry all the way before we begin our printing. All right, after some time on the drying rack, you can see where the salt lifted the color and left these cool little speckles. We're gonna go ahead and lift the tape. Oh wow, now we have this cool little white border, which looks so nice with our beautiful colors all kind of melted together. It leaked a little down here, but that is okay. I think it still looks really cool. I'm gonna carefully take my tape off of this area. Yeah, I got a little bit of leaking on mine, but I don't care. I still think it looks really cool. I still have my border, and now I'm ready to take those leaves and start my printing. If you do feel some of that extra salt, you can always just brush it off and brush it into your little trash can. All right, now we are ready to print these leaves. I went and got a whole bunch of leaves from outside, and I'm very excited. Some of them will print really well, some might not do as well, and we're just going to do our best. So we have some acrylic paint here. I'm going to dip my brush in the paint, and I'm going to get some paint all over the leaf. And I've got this little piece of plastic here to keep it from getting all over the table. Okay, now I'm going to gently place my leaf where I would like the print. I'm going to take a piece of clean paper over the top, and I'm going to rub my print on. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, cool. That one turned out really good. I can reuse that one. I can try a different one. I'm going to try a different one. So I'm going on the underside of the leaf where we've got all the texture, getting paint onto that leaf. Perfect. Then we set it where we would like it. Take our clean paper and give it a rub. Make sure I get all that rubbed together and pick up our leaf. Oh, that one's really cool. Okay. This one I think is going to be the most complicated, but I'm going to give it, well, I'll do that one after this one. Look at that one. Very cool. Okay, I'm going to take this, get it on there. This one is taking some time, and I'm having to hold it down with one hand. My fingers might get a little messy in this process. Okay. All right, looking good. I'm gonna take this guy, set it here. Some of my paper's losing its cleanliness, but this part looks okay. I'm gonna set it right there, give it a rub. Pick it up. Oh wow, look, even the paper left a cool mark. Pull this up. Beautiful. What a beautiful print. Okay, I think this one's going to be more complicated. I'm going to take some of these leaves and just toss them in the trash. Okay, this one is going to take me a little more time to get all the details. So I will just stop the video while I do this part, and I'll show you what the print turns out like. All right, it's all inked up. I'm going to carefully, this is going to be hard. I'm going to carefully lay it down. Oh, don't move, little leaf. I'm going to just fold this in half so I've got the ink inside and I have this nice clean side. And I'm going to rub, rub, rub. And carefully. Ooh, that's cool. I like it. And you can just decide like how much more space you want to cover. I might put a leaf here, maybe a little one there, and then I'm going to be done. So I'm just going to ink up another guy here. This one's a lot more simple because it's big. Cool. I'm going to put it, I'm going to have it coming down like it's falling right off my page. This has ink on it, but if I just fold it, I can still use this piece, set it down, rub along here. Really want to ensure you're getting all the ink on. Pick that up. This piece might be in the trash now. I might need a different clean piece for printing. That turned out pretty good. A little too much ink there, but we are not going to worry about that. Okay, I'm going to do another little one. Let's see. I think I'll put this one right there. And then I think I'm going to be done. Let me get another clean sheet. press it down, rub the ink. Oh, I might have put a little too much paint on that one, but that's okay. These things happen. You can also try a ghost print. Since I had so much paint on there, there's probably enough paint left that I could do a second print and it'll look good. We're just experimenting. We'll see how'd that turn out. Pretty good. All right, look at that awesome picture. I just love it. Our beautiful watercolor, our amazing leaf prints. This is a really cool fall picture, and I can't wait to see the one that you create.